Georgia Congressman Austin Scott. Congressman, it's good to see you. Okay, the Associated Press is reporting that rural towns and farm regions say the toxic brand of the Democrat Party is so bad, Democrats are afraid to say they're Democrats because of crime, COVID, and rising inflation and corruption, and that the Democrat brand could go extinct in those regions. What do you say to this story?
Well, hey, there's still a lot of people who identify as Democrat, but they're not going to vote Democrat. I mean, people in rural America, they work, they pray, and they don't need other people telling them how to live their lives, and they don't appreciate the government meddling in every single thing they do. So I think there will still be a lot of people that identify as Democrat, but they're thinking back to the old school Democrats who respected the Constitution and stood up for the flag.
A lot of this has to do with defund the police and then rising crime and a border collapse, right? Let's listen to Senator Mitch McConnell on this. Watch this.
I'm confident that if activists claiming to be conservative tried to assassinate a politician, whatever his mental state, the media would open a 24/7 national conversation about rhetoric on the right. Somehow, I doubt attempted murder by a BLM activist will get that same treatment. The American people need public servants to crack down on crime and defend their safety. Crack down on crime and defend their safety. Less pandering to woke mobs, more protecting innocent families.
Yeah, the senator was referring to the attempted assassination of the candidate for the mayor of Louisville this past week. So, that's an astonishing story as well. Your reaction to what the senator said?
Oh, he's exactly right. And if you do just a quick Google search, Elizabeth, of Louisville Community Bail Fund, who bailed him out, it's gonna link you to actionnetwork.org. And if you look at who they partner with Act Blue, and guess who Act Blue is? I mean, that's one of the big fundraising arms of the DCCC and the Democratic Party. And so if this had been done by somebody that was a Republican, you can bet that the press would right now be pointing out all of those things and those ties to fundraising groups affiliated with the Republican Party. But they won't touch it because it's the Democratic Party that American Action Network is tied to. They're not talking about the funds that are giving money to the corporations that are giving money to Black Lives Matter. But certainly if it had been somebody that was a Republican that carried out that crime, they would be talking about anybody and everybody affiliated with anything that had anything to do with the organization that bailed the person out.
Congressman, the president's polls have been in a free fall. Quinnipiac finding just 33% approve, 53% disapprove, 36%, only 36% of Hispanics approve, about half disapprove. A CNN poll finds the majority, 58%, disapprove. We had a longtime Democrat strategist and GOP pollster saying that, listen, the Democrat Party is way out of touch with the working class. They're out of touch with the pain, the anger, and the frustration, and how families out there are feeling really upset. And it's interesting now that, we saw this, 21 rural counties in Michigan flipped from Obama in 2008 to Trump. Democrats lost 28 rural counties in Minnesota, 32 in Wisconsin, 45 in Iowa. So we're seeing this swing between the parties from the working class toward Republicans.
Look what he's doing to them. Look at gas prices. Look at food prices. I mean, Elizabeth, look what he's doing to everybody who gets up in the morning and goes to work in this country, or everybody who did get up in the morning and go to work and is retired and living off Social Security. I mean, the people living off Social Security are the people that he screwed the hardest in this country. So he's going to continue to go down in the polls. We are on the verge of a Russian incursion into the Ukraine, candidly, because his lack of leadership in Afghanistan basically gave Vladimir Putin an opening, because nobody trusts us in the world anymore to come to their defense.
Congressman Austin Scott, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.